everybody, I'm Michelle and I'm here today to show you a recipe. It's low carb and high protein and it's very delicious. It's called egg roll in a bowl. I've made this a couple of times for my family and we've enjoyed it very much. So the ingredients in egg roll in a bowl are basically egg roll ingredients. So I have carrots already shredded and a whole bunch of cabbage. This is like a half a head of cabbage that's been shredded up. 1 egg beaten in the bowl, and I have some garlic that I've crushed, 2 cloves of garlic, and I have some ginger that I've grated, and also a bunch of turkey. This is 1.5 pounds of turkey. We have sesame oil, sriracha, a little bit of hot sauce, and some soy sauce. And I believe that's it. The only other ingredient for this recipe would be onions. And I don't seem to have any in the house, so I'm going to be making this without onions today. But I've made it with onions. It's very delicious with the onions. So what we're going to do today is we're going to brown our turkey. I'm going to be doing it in this big frying pan. We're going to be browning our turkey and getting that going. And then after it's brown, then we start adding in our ingredients. It's a pretty simple recipe. There's not a whole lot to it. So the ground turkey that I bought, this one is 85%. Happens to be what I had in the freezer today. So that's what I'm going to be using. So it's 85% and it's going to be fine for this recipe. If there's any extra fat, we can always drain it off to get the extra fat off. But I really don't think we're going to need to be draining. So as soon as my pan gets a little bit hot, I'll be able to start cooking the turkey. So in the meantime, let me just give you a little bit of history about myself. I'm a trained personal chef. I went to culinary school in Tucson, Arizona, and received a culinary degree and have enjoyed cooking for my whole life. I've always cooked for my family, cooked for my friends, and I've always enjoyed experimenting with different recipes. And it's a lot of fun for me. So working at Transition is a really good job for me. It's a good place for me to be because of all the food, dealing with foods and helping people be healthy. My favorite foods to cook, it's Italian. Born and raised Italian, and Italian is the way to go for me. However, it's not always the healthiest, but it's adaptable. We can grill the chicken, we can add the garlic and the seasonings, and it still is an Italian meal as far as I'm concerned. So anyway, as we get our pan heated up, it's getting nice and hot now, I'm going to be throwing in the turkey and get that going. We'll be breaking this up, and unfortunately I really can't show you how it looks, but I'm sure you all know what it looks like, the brown turkey. So as I do this, we'll talk a little bit about the rest of the ingredients that are going in here. As far as egg roll in a bowl, the egg roll is basically an egg roll without the wrapper. And the wrapper is what adds all the carbs, and we don't want the carbs. We're cutting out the carbs to help us to lose weight and to be healthier people. So as I'm breaking this up, so what you do is you brown the turkey, and it's going really well here. Keep on doing this. So I don't know how about all you other people, but I've been home for a couple of weeks. I have high-risk people living in my house, so I have to be at home so I can protect my family from all of the virus that's out there. So I really miss going into work every day and seeing everybody. But I do hear about everybody's successes. Joe and Cheryl keep everybody informed of what's going on a regular basis. So I hear when we have new patients, and I hear when we have great weight loss success. And it's very exciting for me to hear all of the new things that are happening at Transition on a regular basis. Things are hopping there all the time. So here we go, browning it up. I get this thing on high. It's taken a little bit longer than I thought to brown it, but that's all right. So after this gets brown, then I'm going to start adding in my ingredients. As far as the ginger, the recipe calls for dried ginger. I didn't have dried ginger, but I had fresh ginger. So what I did was I took my grater and I grated up some ginger. I probably have a teaspoon of grated fresh ginger here. I personally like the taste of fresh ginger better than the dried ginger anyway. So I use that. A lot of recipes call for garlic powder, and every chance I get, I use fresh ingredients. So this recipe does actually call for regular garlic, but if it called for garlic powder, I'd have to substitute it. So things are looking good here. So I smush it up a little bit more. And there we go. Yeah, it's doing good. Sounds good too. Everything's sizzling. I like the sound of that. So let's see. Here we go. Alright, so I think I'm browned up enough where I can start adding in the ingredients. So I can add in the garlic, which is right here. I'll add this in. Use my finger. I wash my hands a million times a day. So we're going to add that in, smush that around a little bit, and then after that I'm going to add in my ginger. Love fresh ginger. It smells so good. I'm going to add that in. Oh my goodness. I wish you guys could smell this because it smells really delicious already, and I haven't even added all the ingredients yet. So here we go. We're going to add this in. Break it up a little bit. And then, now we're going to start adding in. I'm going to add in my carrots, all the cabbage, just throw it in there. It looks like a lot, but it really wilts down, so it's not really that much. Throw that in there, and then I'm going to add in my soy sauce, which I already have measured here. This is 1/4 cup of soy sauce. I'm going to add that in, and we'll let that go. And actually, let me look at my recipe for a second here. And at the end is when we put in the sesame and the sriracha. So we're just going to let that sizzle down and get nice and mixed up here. And, oh, it looks good. I'll show you as soon as I can lift this up. I can show you, see what it looks like. And I wish you guys could smell it because it smells delicious already. We'll just do this and mix it up a little bit more. Keep on mixing it. Get all that cabbage mixed in there. So you can use, get a head of cabbage and you can shred it, or you can buy a bag of cabbage already shredded, even like a coleslaw mix or something like that. That would be fine. So just add it in there. I'm all about vegetables anyway, so the more vegetables that I can add into a meal, the happier I am. So we got all that mixed in there, and then it says we make a well in the center of the skillet, which I'm doing right now. There's a little hole in the center, and in that hole, we're going to add in our scrambled egg. I'm going to pour that in there, add a little bit more flavor. It's going to add a little bit more protein. Got a little bit more soy sauce I can dump in here. I'll put that in there too. So then squish it around, scramble it up until it cooks. Let that go. See, it's all getting good in there. Smells delicious. So anyway, so what my hope is that I will continue to find recipes that everybody can eat and enjoy. And hopefully, when all of this virus settles down, I'll be able to do the classes in the conference room. And I can have you guys in there with me so you can get to taste them. Yeah. So there we go. So that's all mixed up. Simple, quick recipe. The eggs are all mixed up. Everything's cooking nicely. So now I'm going to put in my sesame oil. I don't know if you're all familiar with sesame oil, but the smell of sesame oil and the taste of sesame oil just adds an amazing flavor to Asian dishes. It's just, and this calls for, actually it calls for a tablespoon of sesame oil. So there we go. Like shake it out, shake it in there till we get a tablespoonful. Oh my goodness. Seems like a lot of oil, but it's really good. And this is a big pan full of food anyway. So we'll throw that in there and I'll stir it in. And then it calls for 2 teaspoons of sriracha, which is actually, it makes it kind of hot and spicy. You don't have to put that much in. You can try with 1. I actually like spicy food, and so I'm going to put this in. This is a hot chili sauce. So I'm going to put in the 2 teaspoons like the recipe calls for. When you make it at home, you can start off with 1. See how that goes, or you could skip it all together if you want, and just make it your own way. And this is pretty much done. I mean, this is it's a full meal all by itself. It has everything you need. It has the meat and vegetables and flavorings, and there's a lot of food here. This recipe is for 4 people. And nutritionally, per serving, it's 331 calories per serving and 4.9 grams of carbohydrates and 24 grams of protein. So it's a pretty hearty meal and fits right into your diet. So there it is. It's all done. I can lift it up, I can show you how good it looks, and I'll be able to tell you how good it tastes, and there you have it. So it's egg roll in a bowl. This is my first video, and I hope you enjoyed joining me in my kitchen and watching me cook. Take care. Bye-bye now.